Hello guys, MikuChibi here and welcome to part 4 of this new series or episode 4. So last time we left where we were at floor 61, where I bought new gears, new weapon to level them up and also level up our skills because floor 61 gonna get a little bit tougher, so it's time to be a little more survivability. And since I didn't play that many days, so I only did my dailies. So you can see my pulse here. We did not get that many 4-star, just a lot of 3-star. I mean, it is really good to max limit break them. So you're getting Nidus every time we are getting free summons. But I do wish we get a lot of 4-star that we can use. So if you somehow manage to get some really good 4-star, make sure you use them for your set, your main build of course. Let's say you are using sword and you get a really good sword skill, make sure you're using it so you have better setup. Unlike me, that I just continue with the skills I have. But we did get Swift Kirito, but I'm not gonna use it for now. I'm gonna stick with the build I have right now, so we might use it in the future. And yeah, just don't level up too many skills. Some are kind of useless stuff, because since you're new to the game, you don't have that many resources, so skill record frame can be really hard to obtain unless you are doing dailies. As long as you do dailies, you're gonna catch up and be able to level up every single skills, or if you do events. So yeah. So now it is time to fight the snake boss, the floor 61 snake boss, and this is the first boss to have crit resistance. Yes, it has 100% crit resistance and also have element weakness or element resistant, I mean. So you will deal more damage if you have plus wind, and you will deal less damage if you have other elements. So this is the first boss used to make the content a little bit harder for the endgame players. I mean, they should fine because story, it doesn't have resistance at all. But if you were farming Labyrinth with your party or doing board quest, then you will notice it is a little bit tougher to fight it. But yeah, story, you should find it doesn't have any resistance stuff, so you should be fine and you should be able to kill it as long as you are using health pots and try to dodge most of the attacks. Or you can also tank it if you can, just to keep with the healing. This has some antidote to remove the stun, that's all. And of course you won't be able to remove the debuff that is applying. So, you can see my spear working really great, so I'm really happy with the spear I made, and yeah. But the only thing I'm missing is fodder, of course, to be able to use it, so yeah. One day when I get a really decent mod fodder for spear, I will be using it. And also be farming a lot of mod fodders for my mod skills if I get in the future, because I do plan to get mod sword, at least mod sword, to be able to clear summon content or easier to farm or grind. I don't know what banner is coming up, so we have to stay tuned for that. And yeah, you're gonna fight it again, and then you have to fight one of the laughing coughings member, which is kind of annoying. You know, you just want to continue, so yeah. And you might also notice some of the fights are getting really long as well, so I will try to cut it off, just showcase the important ones or when I use commentary. And yeah, so floor 61 you're gonna be able to farm Rosso, which is stronger than Lux weapon. 3-star Rosso is stronger than 5-star Lux. So you can use yet the 3-star Lux and then start farm Rosso if you want, or skip Rosso to farm Yasha, one of them. If you want to keep up with the other players, I will say skip Rosso and try to farm for Yasha if you have the skills. But it will be hard to find some party. And then require the TP requirement that I'm looking for, so they're looking for really strong players. And now, so this floor is another filler floor, floor 67. 67 is about fishing story with Nashida, so he's back. You do meet him on floor 22 in random event, and this time we're meeting him again for more fishing. And yeah, this one is weak to blunt, so as you know, we don't have a blunt set ready. So we're gonna stick with either sword or spear to kill this one. And it is really tough, since after floor 61, all the bosses getting more tougher, really hard to defeat. So keep that in mind. Or after floor 50 actually. For 50 with last number, yeah. So keep in mind of that. It's not gonna be easier if you're trying to clear the content. Especially if you're a casual player, I would say. Or if you're more competitive, it should be fine. So after floor 67, we are going to fight the Gleam, the Tower's Gleam boss, which is floor 74. So this is one of the most iconic in Sword Art Online, where Kirito get his Stream Burst, I think it's called. The skill, the unique skill Stream Burst. So yeah, we're fighting it, and this one is weak to Slash and Holy. And when you're doing the board quest or labyrinth, you're gonna have also a crit resistant, element resistant, and yeah, you do need Slash, or you need more sword here to be able to defeat it a little bit faster, but that is fine. So I do wish I had a mod sword, at least from something from dailies. If I manage to get a mod sword from daily, then I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be prioritized to get to unlock the first slot on the mod sword, so I am able to equip a third swordsman Yujo, which I'm gonna farm later on the Island Station event. I do plan to try to reach floor 100 as soon as possible when I am free, but that's gonna take a while, and making commentary while also recording, that takes a very long time as well. So yeah. So floor 74 was done, and we move on to floor 75. I believe it's also part of this Sword Art Online anime, right? Where we fight Skull Reaper. Yeah, we fight the Skull Reaper, where they ended. Floor 75 is the last floor, so everyone was thinking maybe floor 75 gonna be the last one. Of course, the boss gonna be weak to blunt fire. As you know, I don't have any good or a blunt set ready, so I had to stick with sword because I have a fire element, so that works fine. But this boss was really annoying. Also like to dash away. So yeah, this boss takes a while to defeat as well. Each floor, when you reach, gonna have more HP, I believe, and higher defense. So that's why they're a little bit tougher and a little hard to defeat. And yeah, so it was time to fight Skull Reaper, one of the most annoying boss. Okay, I would say last number is the most annoying than the Skull Reaper, because Skull Reaper has a weird mechanic. This is more like it's walking a lot. It's scrolling, or how to say it, crawling a lot, which is kind of annoying. The trick is to not try to follow it. Just let it crawl away. Then once it's stopped, then you want to try to hit all multiple. You want to have really big AoE where you can hit multiple. So yeah, you're hitting 3 times instead of only single target. I do try it here, as you can see. I try it, but it keeps crawling away, so that's really hard. So I try to find a spot where I can hit all 3. Sometimes I only hit 2. So you just try to find to see if you can hit 2 or 3. If you hit 3 most of the time, then you'll be able to clear this content faster. If not, then you're gonna be stuck for a while. When you're doing all battle, means that you're gonna doing the party raid. When you do party raid, there's gonna be some strategy. I wish I kept the video where I made a guide about it, but then I didn't like the guide I made, so I trashed it away. So if I still had it, I will actually put it here to showcase how it does. Maybe in the future I'll make a new guide about how to defeat Skull Reaper with the party. Yeah, but just try to use all skill. I believe that you don't need to defeat this one. I believe you don't need to defeat it. Just like last number, floor 50, you're gonna just hit as much as you can till it's reached low HP, then they're gonna kick you out and continue with the story. So yeah, so you're gonna be happy that you don't need to fight this one. I think this one took at least 50 minutes to fight it, which was pretty long. Yeah, with a new account, it can take a while. But if you started really early and waiting for floor release, then I think you will have easier. But since you're new, you're gonna have harder time to defeat the boss. But yeah. So floor 75 is completed, conquered. This is where we're getting a free skill, a 4-star connect skill. Connect skill can be useful. I was thinking maybe using it for now, so I have 5 skills instead of 4. I mean, it is decent. I really like the animation, at least better than compared to all other connect skill. But once they release a better connect skill, this one gonna be outdated. So I use leveling up and then use Cold Swordsman Kirito inside of it. So I have 5 skills. I mean, it's alright. It's not the best set, but should be fine. Yeah. So now I have a skill that heals me and also gives me crit. So yeah, that's fine. Not the best set, like I said, but it's somehow gonna work. And yeah, that is my setup for now on Sword. After floor 75, we move on to floor, I believe this is 79, 77, 79. This is another filler floor again. So they do keep making filler floors just to keep up with content or to provide something content for the players. So the story wasn't important and you move really fast to the boss stage, so yeah. So it's a really quick one, which I'm happy. The strategy here is just hit and run, I would say. Just hit and run. Just make sure you dodge the AoE here. You can see he's putting in lava things, blue lava. If you touch it, you're gonna get some damage. So if you don't have high HP, make sure you dodge it. The tricks here is just go outside. Just go back off, go outside, later go to you, then yeah, you don't have to fight around the lava thing. So that is my tips when you're fighting this one. Yeah, and also you can see it's also reskinned from floor 9. So yeah, this is where people were like, yeah, reskin the boss. They had no new boss. I don't think this one had any materials. This one was really fast, something to give to players to do. But yeah, yeah, I don't think Noble has this floor. I don't believe that. So they didn't have any materials, so they just made up. Wish they could do that for other floors, but yeah. So this floor completed. Next is floor 81, which is kind of my favorite part because there's a new stuff that you can do, which is teleport. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of story I tried to skip, but yeah. So this is floor 81 where you can teleport to the maps. It was pretty easy to to solve the teleport thing. Is the same as Pokemon, I would say, the first generation where you fight Sabrina, I think the gym leader called, the psychic gym leader. So yeah, you just follow this path and it was easy. I think I made a video about it, really short one, how to reach to the top. You can see in the middle, top middle, that is where you want to reach. Pretty easy. But yeah, through the story, it takes a while, but you're gonna fight the wolf, big wolf, with 3 times. I believe you fight it 3 times, which is like, alright. But since they were weak to slash and water, as long as they were weak to slash, it was fine. And I had my bird, so I can survive a little bit more. But the only annoying thing, we had to repeat many times because of the story. So yeah, another cutscene, then you're fighting back again. So yeah, I don't know. I think I stopped reading story a while ago. I think last time I read or focused on the main story was back in floor 50 when I used my main account. Because back then, oh no, actually no. I think the last time I did was floor 47 during the butterfly. Floor 50, I want to skip. It took me 45 minutes to skip through the story, so yeah, the game was kind of long. Yeah, I don't have any tips here for the wall fight. Even is that try to group them and then do AoE damage, I'll say. If you, as long as you have bursts, you can mostly survive, but make sure you also heal yourself. They can deal big damage, so be careful. Just be wary. And yeah, I mean, you can dodge their big AoE, so that's kind of hard if you don't have burst. Yeah. This one took another 15 minutes fight as well, so yeah, all fight. Yeah, if you don't want to fight really long fight, just make sure to level up your skills that you have. Use the build I'm using right now. Hopefully you have better skills than me. Yeah, I was really unlucky to get no small sword and stuff. So floor 81, this is the floor boss, the Lundgren and the Land of Devour. It has healing. But this story, since you're in story mode, you don't need to care about the healing so much. You just try to deal as much damage as you can. If you're planning to farm in Labyrinth or doing the board quest, you do gonna need some element skills. So mostly dagger or sword, which can be really useful. I would say sword has what, guaranteed frostbite, meanwhile dagger has all elements. But I wouldn't recommend farming Lundgren because he's so annoying to fight it, and you'll also be more focused on farming it. So if you want to 5-star your Rosso weapon, I wish you then good luck. Yeah, I wish you good luck because it really isn't worth it unless you really like to collect. I would say only farm Lundgren when you have reached endgame and have a lot of skills that you have to spare to build. If you don't have a lot of skills, just skip it. You can come back later on, that's all. You don't need to focus on the board quest or labyrinth for now. Maybe later on if you want to collect the gems, that's all. And yeah, I believe board quest should be easier since they have reduced the difficulty in board quest. The first time, I mean, I talk about the first time quest. If you're doing the first time board quest, you should be fine. But if you're going to repeat it, then I wish you then good luck. Yeah. Yeah, this fight is another 15 minutes fight as well. So almost all boss is 15 minutes fight. I believe After this one, gonna be floor 85, which took a little bit lesser, like around 10 minutes. But I did have to repeat. I'm pretty sure if you die from floor 74 and above, you can't use the revive crystals, which I forgot when I fought when I went to floor 85. So that was surprising. So I had to go back to Plaza and teleport back to the boss. So yeah, so floor 85 is a really beautiful map, but with a really annoying boss. And yeah, there are two bosses and they have break mode and they are weak to frost, and since I only have using spears, I have to deal with that. And I don't have any frost break, so yeah, no frost break means I have to tank it or dodge it. So one of them. And this one should be fine. It does take a while to fight this one, but it keeps spamming break mode, so yeah. I have to use tank it, that's all. And yeah, and this time there weren't that many good banners as well, so I couldn't do any summoning. So I was like, alright, maybe you save till there are some decent banner that I can summon on. I believe we're gonna have Yuki soon. In like what, 2 weeks from now, I believe. So I'm gonna plan to make a video about Yuki. Let's see if I can make a decent guide if Yuki birthday banner gonna be good or not. Because Yuki is kind of unique, I would say. Yuki has some skills that you can use. Oh yeah, here. You can see I noticed that you can use rare crystals, so I'll start over. But yeah. Yeah, that was as mentioned. So I'm planning to make Yuki. So Yuki review, Yuki birthday review. Not sure when, but I'm planning to do it, and we'll try to release it at least 1 week before her birthday banner, so you have at least a 1 week plan if you want to pull off or not. But we might not know the birthday skill, what they're gonna be. But I do still think it's really worth it, if you are really lucky, I would say. Yeah, hopefully they're releasing a new mod. That's what I wish for. If Yuki has a new mod on her birthday, then it might be really worth it to summon on. So yeah, so I said to myself, yeah, let's just save and see what banner come up for now, because this month the banner was really bad, so we had to wait for that. So floor 85 completed, Huang is done. And yeah, that is where I stopped, and just back where I was busy and try to log in, do my dailies. We do get a decent mod for dagger, which I can't really use it. I'm using sword at the moment and I don't have a mod dagger, so I can't really use it. But yeah, this is where I took a break. Next floor gonna be 91. Is it 85, 91? Yeah. So I did some summoning, not the best ones. I believe I got really good ones. Let's see. Okay, 2 4-star. I believe this Argo was really good, which I could use for floor 91, but I was lazy and I didn't want to use it. So yeah. Yeah, then we did some more summoning, daily summoning. We got 3 30 multis and 3 10 multis. So I'm gonna end this video here. This is the end of part 4 of this new adventure. Hopefully you guys enjoy my commentary of my journey so far, and stay tuned for part 5, which is gonna be released within a week from now. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep pre-recording. So yeah, we did get some 4-star, but not gonna use them so far. If you have any comments about my journey, let me know. And yeah, maybe I can answer some questions, who knows? Or if you want to add something to my journey or give me some tips that you have noticed that I can use, I accept any tips. But yeah, well, that's me for you guys watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this last summoning, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.